Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. DA, it's all yours.
Well, for Bradley Beal, it all started with his shot. His mom was a great athlete in her own right, and she coached him. By age 7, he was making high school range threes. He said, "I just run from arc to arc. I loved it because you knew you had to guard me all the way out there. Everywhere I went, it was shooter, shooter. My name became shooter." Kevin, it still is.
It sure is. Thanks, David. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Wall.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Travis Berton's out there with C.J. Miles, and it's Bryant in at center. And for Miami, at the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. Myers Leonard is out there with Adebayo, and it's Nunn in at the point guard position. Long season, Brent. Halfway through, some teams try to create camaraderie with team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
You're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spent.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, "You should read this," and I said, "Read it. I lived it."
I'm right in the
Are you
middle
kidding
of it.
me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about, hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Bryant's shot is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And here are the Heat now after the basket by Washington. Here's Adebayo. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
So it's the Wizards now, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, and they did that in that game, it is just not going to be your night.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Beal, and he banks in the layup.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
He'd have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Nunn, covered by Wall. Here's Winslow. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Now here's Wall. D right on him. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Butler. Adebayo controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And Bryant kicks to Miles. Pass to Wall. With the teardrop. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Pass to Winslow. Here's Nunn, covered by Wall. Nunn passes to Butler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
The free throw drops for Butler.
Well, they say players are made in the summertime, and that's Jimmy Butler's favorite time of year. He calls it grimy season, gets out in the country, and puts in that work.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Greg, those summertime workouts for Butler, they are something.
I mean, they sure are. He calls them bandanas and buckets. Grows his hair out, 2-a-days, hot yoga, intentionally isolated from the hustle and bustle of the big city. It gives him an excuse to really just lock in.
The Heat leading by 4. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Inside. Here's none. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on John Wall. The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he knocks down the first one.
Well, if you look at Miami's future and it was inside a crystal ball, that picture's got to be a bit foggy at this point. They've been in the middle of the pack for a long time, but taking a chance this offseason and bringing in Jimmy Butler as their lone star, we'll see if that recruitment process pays off in some ways for Miami to reestablish some of their culture.
You know, it seems like every year Miami is barely making or barely missing the playoffs. So, Brent, you're right. They've been close.
They keep it competitive. I just don't think there's a way in which Pat Riley will ever let go of the rope that way and tear down the rosters. There's just too much pride, too much competitive fire here for them to do that, and it's not the way that Miami's going to go.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
He hits the second from the line. And so here is Miami, leading by 5. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Winslow kicks to Butler. Pass to Nunn. For the 3. He can't hit that time. And it's Washington the other way. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and the season series between these two, 4 games in all, starting tonight. A chance to stake out an advantage in the division. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that one's good by Butler.
And Butler has really bulked up since coming into the league. You see his strength on tough shots with the contact.
Here's Wall. 17 points in his last outing. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's sent back by Leonard.
There's some good commitment from Myers Leonard on defense there. Gets his hands up and swats that one away.
Beal finds Wall. Clock at 6. Stolen by Winslow. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Here's Butler. Washington with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Thomas checked in for John Wall. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Outside Bryant. There's the pass to Bertans. He kicks it to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Bryant. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Leonard.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Shot's good by Butler.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Wizards trail by 9. And here is Thomas. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Well, it's been some time since Isaiah Thomas was the all-star guard that he once was, bouncing around the league the last couple years and trying to find a spot where he can regain some of his form.
And with Thomas, a lot of it is just finding the right situation for him.
You know, when is it going to be that Isaiah Thomas is back? I think it's going to be something in just the way that he's carrying himself on the floor. Just the body language and the kind of confidence that we saw during some of his incredible scoring runs in Sacramento and in Boston.
That one misses. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Now here is Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Passes to Beal. Trying to end the drought. Rebound by the Heat.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Wizards trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Basket good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Heat. And a switcher also for Washington. Bonga's checked in. Pass to Wagner. Back to Smith. Pass to Bonga. Here's Hachimura. There's the dish to Thomas. Lets it go. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Dragic against Thomas. Here's Olynyk. The shot will not fall. Now Washington takes it the other way. The pass to Thomas. Here's Hachimura. He's guarded by Dragic. Hachimura, the pass to Wagner. Dishes it to Smith. 6 to shoot. No good.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. You ever think that's going to happen?
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
Well, no. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
No good on the free throw. Robinson's checked in for Adebayo. And the second free throw, good. Washington with the ball. 8-point game. Thomas passes to Bonga. Back to Thomas. Here's Bonga. Smith outside. Passes it to Bonga. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots a 3. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Hero. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Thomas, that's tipped. Dragic looking it over. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And so it's Washington with it. Thomas with the ball. Makes it off the glass. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Thomas against Dragic. Here's Johnson. It's deflected. And here we go. Washington fast break. Thomas is running. Here's Hachimura. Guarded by Robinson. Hachimura, the pass to Wagner. Down low. And that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got it back down to within single digits for the Wizards. Pass to Hero. Now Robinson. Outside Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. Over Thomas. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Dragic has got 6.
Got to respect the mid-range play of Goran Dragic right there. The left-handed point guard strokes it well.
Back to Thomas. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Over Robinson. Thomas. Good. He's got 8.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Dragic, and he lays it straight in. And the Heat lead by 10.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Washington's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Wide open look. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Miami, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And that one falls for Robinson. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now Thomas, 8 points for him. From deep three-point range. Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did that.
Yeah. Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's Miami in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And being a smaller player is a challenge, but Isaiah Thomas always confident attacking the lane.
I just go in there. I've been doing it since I was a little boy. Like, I've always been the smallest guy out there, but when I get on the court, I feel like I don't see any height. So when I go in there in the paint, I expect myself to score or make a play for somebody else. And then, I mean, it just, other people go crazy about it. I feel like it's normal.
Thomas brings that fearlessness, Greg. He's always played with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and he's got a deep bag of tricks for finishing around bigger players. It's really something to watch.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Wagner. Smith is out there with Thomas. And it's Hachimura in at the 4 spot. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range.
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Dragic. And that one is off. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Thomas passes to Bonga. The Wizards with another miss. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Shot's good by Hero. Hero's got his third basket of the night right there. Now, here's Thomas. He's got 11. With some arc. That's the sixth make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Thomas against Dragic. Pass to Olynyk. Johnson with it. Back to Olynyk over Wagner. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. Olynyk's got his first bucket of the night. The pass to Wagner. Here's Hachimura. Olynyk is covering.
Well, if you can use that athleticism on offense, why not try it on defense? James Johnson putting his 7'1" wingspan to great use.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Now here's Beal. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Robinson pulls it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Miami leading by 13. And here's Winslow. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Leonard looking over the floor. Back to Butler. There's the 3. Rebound, Washington. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bertans with the ball. Robinson on him. Beal's shot is good.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. That's tipped. Nunn passes to Winslow to the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Heat have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you can get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up for that job.
With courtside seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted, and I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about the optics of the game.
Yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. Here's Wall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From the baseline. No good off the front iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Beal. Here's Butler. And no good that time. Wall with some nice defense.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the middle. Here's Bryant. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Count the basket. Beal's got 6. And here's Miami. They're on a 15-6 run. Nunn passes to Winslow. Robinson left side. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Now here's Wall. He's tightly guarded. Here's Bryant. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Bryant's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Nunn, covered by Wall. Nunn passes to Butler. Robinson left side. Over Bertans. Robinson misses.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Washington on D. Down by 15. Butler goes in. And it's sent back by Bryant. Passes it to Winslow. 5 on the clock. Butler from outside. And that's a foul called on Davis Bertans. That's foul number 2 for him. Wizards on D. Shot clock at 2, and the dunk by Winslow.
Well, Winslow thinks, give me a gap, and I got 2.
Wizards trail by 17. Here's Wall, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that supermax contract he's signed.
And that one falls for Wall. And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Washington's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Nunn. He's coming off a 22-point game against Boston.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
And this is an element of Butler's game that is deadly. He's as consistent as it gets, rising up off the pass.
And Wall kicks to Bertans. Here's Beal. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Nunn, covered by Wall. Here's Winslow. He can't get that one to fall. Now Washington takes it the other way. Shoots the 3. Wall's shot is off.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
There's Beal with the 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami leading by 16. Here's Nunn. 6 points for him. 3-pointer. Butler. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got 4 rebounds in this game. Beal gets a wide open look. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Miami. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Wagner, he's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Bertans, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for C.J. Miles. And it goes down 2 points.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Wizards trail by 15. All with it. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Looking to end his cold spell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
That one misses for Wall.
The love and passion. Wall is a game changer, a competitor through and through.
Adebayo passes to Johnson. This one for 3. Hope they get it back. From deep. No good on that one. And Washington the other way now.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Bradley Beal. Dragic against Thomas. Over to the left wing. Here's Hero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Beal. Wall's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Washington. Here's Dragic. No good, unable to end this run.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now Dragic. Bradley Beal missing from long range. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Ish Smith, he's checked in for John Wall. Smith outside. Pass to Wagner. There's 48 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Beal on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Beal can't get it to go. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Smith dishes to Thomas. Pass to Wagner. Beal against Johnson. Beal can't get it to go. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Adebayo. Here's Hero. Offensive rebound. Johnson left side. Shoots over Beal. And so it's the Miami Heat in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. It was all about Miami as the game got going. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. And it was a 9-point lead for them as they finished the first quarter. Momentum shifted slightly in the second quarter, causing them to lose some traction, but they still ended the half up by 8. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
They came out with the right mindset. That's what I'm talking about right there. I mean, that's the hard driving offensive approach I like to see. If they keep it up, unstoppable.
Kenny, what's your take on Washington so far?
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Miami leading by 8. At the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. Adebayo is out there with Myers-Leonard, and it's Nunn in at the 1. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Here's Winslow, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Bradley Beal picks one up.
And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
He's perfect from the line this time.
So much intrigue around Justice Winslow, who's still trying to find the right position in the NBA. Last year, a lot of it was at the point guard position as a wing.
Now here's Wall. Lays it up and banks it in. Wall's got 9.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Nunn. And there's the pass to Winslow. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat leading by 8. Butler kicks to Winslow from past the arc. They get it again.
And Butler knows how to take over games. Really good with his shot selection down the stretch.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Unloads from 13, and the shot goes down. 16 points for him.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Kicks it to Winslow. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Butler deciding where to go with it. Beal with the steal.
And thought that pass is going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Bertans finds Wall. Back to Bertans. Teardrop shot. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Nunn. 6 points for him. Passes it to Leonard. Over Bryant, and it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Miles, that's good.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to Butler. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Leonard, the pass to Winslow. Takes the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Miami no good on that time either. Wizards trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Bertans. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Nunn. That one good for 2. Nunn's got 8.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Wall passes to Bryant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. The Heat 3rd.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Robinson's checked in for the Heat. The Heat with the lead. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Butler on the wing. Jacks up a 3. No good on that one. Wall with some nice D.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 13-4 run right now. For the lead, lays it up off the glass. Wall's got the lead up to 1 now for the Wizards.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Winslow. Rebound by the Wizards.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Here's Bonga, defended by Butler. Kept alive. Here's Bryant. He can't get it to go. The Heat have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And finished off by Robinson.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now here's Wall. He's got 11. Now Miles. Rebound by the Heat. Leonard's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Nunn. Washington with the rebound. Berton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now the pass to Miles. Washington gets it back. Bryant. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Now here's Winslow. He's got 8. Now here is Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Free throw line jump shot. And it's Winslow that time on the assist from Robinson. Winslow's got 10 points in the game. And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's a 1-point game. Shoots from 14. It doesn't go for him. The Heat go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. But they'll get another chance. Winslow kicks to Butler. Passes it to Nunn. Back to Butler. Pass to Winslow. Launches it. Leonard trying to break free. Bertans grabs the board. Here's Miles. Pass to Bonga. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Bryant. 14th in rebounding. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Bertans. And it's Ish Smith in for C.J. Miles. Now here's Dragic. He's got 10. Here's Butler. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Wall in the corner. And again, Washington no good. Miami trailing. Right side, Butler. Here's Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 12 points for him.
And you can see that Butler is the total package. Solid at recognizing when one of his guys is open.
Wizards have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Smith against Butler. Smith the pass to Wagner. And the layup's good off the glass. Wagner's got the lead, back up to 1 now for the Wizards. Guys, what a back and forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Wall against Dragic. Butler on the wing. Washington with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Wizards making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. The free throw drops for Butler.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Hachimura. No good with the wing jumper.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Thomas passes to Wagner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Olynyk.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
The Wizards have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, the veteran James Johnson has been in the league for quite some time now, and he's had a few different stops. You can't deny the fact that James Johnson has some incredible talents shooting, handling, controlling the offense from that point forward position. He does a really nice job and has found a home here in Miami.
Here's Smith following the score by Miami. It's hauled in by Hero. Hero's got 4 rebounds in this game. And for Johnson now, over a decade of service time in the NBA. Brett, that's some great veteran leadership.
Great veteran leadership, great experience to draw from, but finding a home in Miami, case in point, last year for the Miami Heat, James Johnson was elected the team captain. So nice to see some of that hard work obviously paying off here in terms of the respectability of James Johnson.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. And he sinks the second. Wizards trail by 6. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Beal against Butler. Beal dishes to Smith. Shot clock at 6. The 10-footer. And it's Dragic with the rebound.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Butler. Rebound, Washington. Thomas got 4 rebounds in this game. Puts it up from 17. He squares up and sinks it. Thomas got 15 points.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
The Heat leading by 4. And here's Dragic. He's got 10. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Washington has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wagner passes to Smith. The pass to Wagner. 6 to shoot. Here's Hachimura. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Johnson. The Heat shooting 43% from the field. Dragic the pass to Butler. Here's Olynyk. It's deflected. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. He's got 17.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Hero. Johnson right side. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Butler. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 6.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Beal. He's got 16. There's 42 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. They led by as many as 18 points. Now the feed to Butler. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just a nice job of sniffing one out right there. Would love to see Johnson try to get a few more of those freebies.
Beal against Butler. Beal with it. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Yeah, and I love what Butler gives this team on the defensive end. Can guard a number of positions and does a good job with his help D.
And so it's the Miami Heat in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Wizards trail by 8, so on the floor for Washington. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Isaiah Thomas out there with Ish Smith. And it's Beal in at the small forward. Here's Hero. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Wizards trail by 10. Thomas passes to Beal. The 15-footer. Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time. as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Washington with it. They trail by 11. And Beal kicks to Thomas. Pass to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. From deep, Thomas. And again, Washington no good. Miami leading by 11. Pass to Hero. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Wizards have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the pass to Thomas. Shoots. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Hero passes to Dragic. Cans it from downtown. Dragic has got 4 this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Passes to Hero. Here's Winslow. Pass to Hero. Just 5 to shoot. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Bryant. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Beal.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Thomas against Dragic. He kicks it to Winslow. Pass to Hero. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Beal can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Washington calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Washington making some changes. Davis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. C.J. Miles comes in for Ish Smith. And John Wall subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by John Wall. Leonard dishes to Winslow. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Amazing to watch the 10th overall pick in 2014 in Justice Winslow manage his career and positional change in the NBA. I mean, last year he had a very underrated season, averaged 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. A lot of what Miami was trying to do last year had to deal with Justice Winslow playing some point forward and initiating a lot of their offense, especially in the wake of the Dragic injury.
Now here's Wall. From 13, it's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 13 with that last one. It's Dragic with the drive. That one goes. Count it. And the Heat lead by 15. And with Winslow, the defense, Brent, was always there. The offensive improvement finally caught up.
Well, a little bit, Kevin. He's still never going to be your 1 through 3 option in any offensive set, and defense will be his calling card. But last year, the way that they explored his ball handling and made him a point forward, he definitely impacted the game.
Oh, jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
And that one falls for Wall. The Heat leading by 12. Outside, Dragic kicks to Winslow. Leonard the pass to Dragic. And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Wizards trail by 12. Outside, Beal. Over Winslow.
Winslow with a stellar effort on defense there. That shot attempt was not easy.
The pass to Nunn for 3. The shot misses. Nice D from Wall.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Beal can't get it to go.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Adebayo kicks to Winslow from downtown. Good on the triple. Winslow's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Justice Winslow takes time to balance himself and measure the defense there. That helps him maintain good body position before the launch.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. 15-point game. Passes it to Beal. From 10 feet out. Yep, that one goes. Beal's got 20 points.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
And it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Here's Dragic. But they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Outside, Wall. Buries it down low. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Dragic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Once again, Dragic in attack mode makes things happen with the drive.
And that one falls for Dragic. He doesn't get the second one.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And you can see what the emphasis was at halftime. Here in the second, a lot more effort to get the ball inside, and it's starting to pay dividends.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Here's Nunn. It's Adebayo, top of the key. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter. Wizards trail by 11. Wall passes to Beal. Back to Wall. Wizards passing it around. They get the rebound. Urginus uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
In transition, here come the Wizards. Beal's running, and that one drops for him. Beal's got 11 in the second half. The Heat leading by 7. On the wing, Winslow. Pass to Leonard. Fades and shoots. Rebound, Washington. Miles has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Got that one up quick. Beal's got 28.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Outside Butler. Miles against Winslow. Inside, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bertans. Here's Miles. Some solid defense from Butler.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
A nice shot by Winslow.
You know, sometimes you wonder how great defenders, when they play offense, know how to take advantage of good defense. Winslow did there.
So it's Washington now. They trail by 6. Pass to Miles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And you got to like the power of Butler. Just a terrific athlete who throws it down when he can get close to the rim.
And Washington has possession. Following the score by Miami. Bertans kicks to Bryant. Here's Wall. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Nunn. Outside Butler. There's the pass to Leonard. Wants to get it to Adebayo, and does. To the inside. Not going to go that time. And the Wizards now going the other way. There's Beal with the 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Stolen by Miles. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Beal the pass to Wall. Wall draws the double. And the wide open shot from Miles. Connects from 3-point range. And now just a 3-point Heat lead. Here's Nunn. Outside Butler. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And Wall with the slam.
And how about John Wall? Just outstanding at sprinting down the floor and just jumping all over the defense.
Now here's Butler. Leonard with the ball. Now Beal defending. A nice shot by Winslow.
Oh, and when Winslow hits shots like that, it's a huge boost for this team.
So it's the Wizards now. It's a three-point game. Wall looking it over. Another one falls for Washington.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Nunn passes to Butler, and they double up Butler. Three-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Wall with some nice defense. Beal against Butler. Outside for Miles. Right between the eyes.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Here's Butler. Leonard trying to break free, and it's Butler missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in. Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 2. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
Here's Dragic. He kicks to Winslow. To the middle. Oh, missed it.
And Butler always aggressive. A threat to pick up fouls whenever he's going up with his shot.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Butler nails both of them.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Washington calls timeout. The score knotted at 107. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Wall against Dragic. Down low. Here's Bertanis. Money!
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Six seconds left in the fourth. Kicks it out to Leonard. A 3-ball. Bullseye!
This is where the remake of his game is paying off. Leonard now one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball is a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.